I choose self-empowerment and self-compassion.
Greetings, traders. It is I, Abdul Shabazz, and this is some real change stock options trading journey. And today, January the 4th, Thursday, that is, happy and excited to be here with you guys. Excited to exercise our discipline. Aaron and Brian is in the building. Good morning, guys. You see that the market has definitely had somewhat appears to be of a gap down from its close yesterday. Nonetheless, we really don't care what the market does. That's just the bottom line. As long as it's moving. And I want you guys to feel the same way. I don't care what the market does. This is not like, December, where it was a lot of traveling, a lot of holidays, end of the year. They just want a lot of trading days. But under normal market conditions, there will always be profits in the chart. We just have to take our time and allow them to present themselves to us. So I don't care what the market does. There's no such thing as missing out. There's no such thing as missing a trade. We're really getting to the point where we're picking the trades that we want to take. We're identifying trades that are present, but more importantly, we're handpicking the trades that we want to take. So it doesn't matter what the market does. It doesn't matter what happens pre-market. It simply does not matter. Sooner or later, someone will have to be in control, and we will identify the areas in which the bulls and both the bears will be in trouble. We'll set up traps, we'll set up trades in those areas and be patient and wait for them if they happen. Other than that, it's just our job right now to do recognizance. Prince is in the building, and that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to observe the market this morning. We're going to do some recognizance, gather some information so that we can make a better informed decision as far as what we want to do. Good morning. Let's get some lunch money. I know, right? Let's absolutely do that. We do have a 9:45 report coming out. I want you guys to keep that in mind also. Make sure everyone's mental is right. It's a blessing to be able to come to this market and do what we love, guys. Another day. Another day. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As we begin the market, as the bell is getting ready to go off now. I have the weekly chart here on the bottom right. You can see that the market is definitely red for the week. But more importantly is what will it do for today? We had a red day yesterday with a gap down this morning. Will it be a gap and crap? Or will it gap down and then pop up? We do not know, but there was no need to put up the pre-market as we're right back in the thick of the action. The 30-minute candle is doing nothing so far, and the line chart is showing the down trend that has been happening since pre-market. Let us go ahead and expand this 5-minute chart. Okay, here we go. This gold line at the 469.9 is pre-market high. Let me move this to make it more appropriate. And more appropriately, that is pre-market low. The bulls are coming out the gate very, very strong. Very strong. Okay, I want to show you guys my algos over here too. All right, this is what I see is going on right now. We're in between this green and purple algo, definitely still on a down trend. Okay, nonetheless, the safe money for me is going to be underneath that 468.3 area, possibly like maybe the 468.2. If I come here to my plans, I do want to get in 468.2, take that down to 467.5, and possibly to 450.66. If it happens the way I want to, I'm gonna get a nice in the money contract, and not necessarily at the money. It'll be a little bit more expensive, but it'll definitely pay off if this area does crack. As you can see here also, that there is a very strong base that the bulls have been using to bounce off of in the past, which is why I have this arrow going above this green algo, which is a safe place for a call, and for me, a safe place for a put is still below the 468.3, and that will still keep it contained within this purple algo. The 5 minute SMA has definitely crossed over the 20, which is also indicating right here with this nice space between the 5 and the 20-day movement, simple moving average. But more importantly, what will the stock do today? Will it rebound today from that red day? But also keep in mind that with us having a red week, that any action today is just an opportunity for bears to dig in deeper. Any bullish action today could be used as liquidity by the bears to push the price down further. Yes, let me use correct terminology. Prince says that's a trap. Absolutely. I definitely agree. We do see some very strong bullish action right out of the gate. We cannot deny it. Yes, we do. But more importantly, will they get back to pre-market high? And with doing so, that will put all of these late bears yesterday in a position to cover. So there could be a nice potential squeeze above pre-market high. So a lot of liquidity going back up to the 471. I myself am going to wait. As indicated by my so far plan for today's trading plan, I would like to enter around at 468.2. And it just so happens to be right around the low of the day. So I would like to see a close in this area and then a continuation candle. So far, this is the only area I've identified safely for a put, and that would force these bulls right now to cover, using them as liquidity to push the price down further. A reminder, we do have a 9:45 report coming out. We can possibly look out for a volume spike. And I do want to say that I do like this area above pre-market high for a call. I do. Because there is liquidity to push it higher. I want to wait. Still very early, guys. So happy that you guys joined us. Thank you and welcome to some real change stock options trading journey. Some real change in every sense of the word. Thank you for those who are in the building, the usual suspects. Thank you for those who watch the replay. We appreciate you as well. Hopefully you'll get a chance to join us live. Look forward to it. I want to go ahead and identify the 470.2 as the area I would like to take a call in potentially. That'll put me at a 469 call. First take profit. 479. Second take profit. Okay. All right, this is my plans for the call. Get in around that 470.2 with the closed candle and continuation. First profit taken target to be 470.9, and then the second to be 472 again potentially. And this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm your teammate calling out what I think I would like to see and where I feel safe putting my money at risk to go out and conquer more. Dr. J is in the building. Thank you for joining us as well. I just called out the two areas, you know. All right, thank you, bro. I appreciate you for joining us. Shout out to you. Just a group of like-minded individuals with the same goals, and that is to change our lives and the lives of those people who we dearly love and care about. And we definitely have that opportunity in acquiring and then mastering this skill of day trading. And we've given ourselves better odds by only trading one ticker, allowing ourselves to get familiar with the ticker, and then by trading it and expressing that through options. So we're definitely grateful for you being here with us and being a part of the team. Just to explain what we do, we come to the market with no bias whatsoever. We're not a bull, we're not a bear. We're snipers. That's what we do, you know. And we identify who's in control. We look at the overall sentiment of the market. We start off with a wider view, starting with the weekly chart to see who's in control overall. And I explained yesterday that this has the potential to be the very first red week since October. Since October. The SPY has put in a green week every week since October. And you can look on your own charts to see that as well. This has the potential to be the first, red week. The other thing that I love about this is I don't care what chart this is on. And buddy, you can find the playbook in the bio on the Some Real Change option page. And straight out of the playbook is this play. This is known as a shooting star with trading beneath the shooting star. Now, how far it will come down, I do not know. But this is a great look because this is a bearish reversal signal. It doesn't matter what chart it happens on, the weekly, the daily, the 30-minute, the 5-minute. When you see this, it's our duty, obligation, and responsibility to take a short position. And I look forward to us advancing, guys, where we start taking weekly plays simply based off of the chart. From there, we come to the daily chart. What is happening today? So far, we've been noticing gap downs, consecutive gap downs, right until this morning. This was yesterday's close at the 468.8. It gapped down this morning and opened up at the 468.2. Nonetheless, we've then identified the two areas in which both the bulls and the bears would have to cover their position. So we then go from that to our 5-minute chart. This line here represents pre-market high, where the market went this morning, the highest point. This line represents pre-market low. We try to stay away from the middle and take trades out of major points, major resistance areas, or major support areas. After that, we sit up here and identify the mind frame of a bull. If I was a bull this morning, after this gap down and lower price, and I wanted to buy this, hopefully for it to go back up to 476, if I was a bull this morning, where would I say, you know what? This trade is not working for me. Where should I get out? I have identified that area at the 468.2. It just so happens that it came down to the 468.1 at market open. But this is for us to come back to later. We then said, okay, where would the bears be in trouble? Where would the bears have to cover? If you came to the market this morning as a bear, where would they have to cover at? Well, in order to get a better view, we had to pull up yesterday's chart as well. And that is what we also have up here is the 5-minute chart, but we're also showing yesterday's action because that's very key into identifying where the bears' level of pain is. I think that their level of pain would be over pre-market high, and especially testing this very large bearish candle. Here, these bears would have to cover. Their covering, which means they would have to buy, would then force the market price to go higher. So I've identified the 470.2 as a potential area to take a call. And then I came and wrote those two plans down. A call at the 470, with a profit target of 470.9 and maybe 470.2 with a 469 call. And then a put, a deep in the money 471 put. I want to get in around a 468.2, take that to the 467.5, possibly 466. Now, the next thing we do to preserve our mental capital is set alarms around these areas. So I then want to go ahead and set an alarm here. Because the more you look at the chart, the more you'll start to see things that aren't really there. And we want to protect this mental capital so that when the time comes for us to execute, we'll be able to do so. And then now, once we do that, there's nothing left but good conversation. Now, will it happen? We don't know. No one knows what the market is going to do. If anyone, I mean anyone, Chris Sane, says they know what the market is going to do, they are lying. All we can do is watch, observe what the market is going to do, and then choose whether or not we want to participate. The best thing for us to do is always to follow the big money. That is the game plan that I share. Again, not a financial advisor, just a teammate who was very serious about this and just took the time to write it all down. And you can find that in the bio, absolutely free. It's titled The Playbook. Okay, one thing I want to talk about out of the playbook, since I haven't pulled up here. This is the playbook right here. I want to talk about risk management, and I want to remind everybody of this very first thing that I just highlighted. The goal is to stay in the game long enough without blowing up, to develop or learn a system, and then to be able to stay in long enough to develop the discipline to only trade that system. Having hard stops set at the broker level for a max daily loss. This way, you will never allow one bad trade to blow up your account. The explanation of that is whoever your broker is, whether you're with TD Ameritrade, Trade Zero, Thinkorswim, Smart Trader, Sure Trader, Interactive Brokers, it doesn't matter. You get them on the phone and you say, I would like to put a max daily loss on my account. Now, they'll give you two options. Let's say your max daily loss is $250. The first option, once you go negative $250, it will not allow you to take another trade. I don't personally like that, because if you're already in a bad trade, it can still get worse. The second option is you tell them, listen, when I approach $250, meaning 249.98, take me out of all my positions so my loss is no greater than this. Sometimes there's a fee attached to that, a flat fee, but it protects you and never allows one trade to blow your account. This is the level of responsibility that we have to have coming into this to be professional options traders. Our duty, responsibility, and obligation lies in our risk management, protecting our backside. And as much money as we pay our brokers in fees, and I cannot wait to go over that. I had an epiphany when I went over the fees. Some of you guys remember that talk from last week. But we have so much going against us. So you can definitely use the same broker who is using you. You can use him to protect your account. Call your broker and put a max daily loss on your account. That way, one day will not cause you to blow up your entire account. You'll be able to regroup, come back, and trade again. Just wanted to share that bit of advice. Well, look who's in the building. Brother Hamza from Florida. Alaikum salam rahmatullah. Just reminding everyone, Hamza, about the importance of risk management, about the importance of us protecting our accounts. We've already identified the two areas, and it's definitely open for discussion. That's another thing too. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Chalab or Chalab. Please excuse me. What Chris say? Man, let me tell you, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk, because I got time today. I got time today. Oh, man. I've spent thousands. Yeah, that's a long S. With a bunch of fake gurus and, and you just got to chew up the meat and spit out the bones. I mean, it's like with anything. You have to invest in yourself. If this is something that you want to do, you have to invest in your education. The sad part about that is everybody is not genuine, and there are scammers out there. Now, I'm not calling Chris Sain a scammer whatsoever, but I remember a different Chris Sain. I remember a very transparent Chris Sain, whereas he was telling other people to invest in a certain stock, he was keeping a tally on his account. Now, he chose to show that. He chose to say, hey, I have X amount of dollars in my account, and now you look up and I have, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, Prince. He used to literally show, hey, this is why you should invest in me, because I went from 20,000 to 40,000 to 60,000 to 100,000, right? But then at a certain point, he stopped showing that. He still kept giving the advice, but he stopped showing you what effect his advice was having on his own portfolio. And that's the thing that, I didn't, personally agree with when he took that turn, because then it seems that he was more so, it's not there anymore. He doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't show his tally, and so then how do we know that you're really taking these trades? So that's my only thing. If you're going to advise somebody else to jump in the water, how do I know you're getting wet too? And that's why I trade live. You hear my machine go off. You hear when I open the laptop up, a lot of times you'll see it pop up on the chart. You know that the same thing I'm advising, I'm doing as well. It just seems that a lot of guys, who are heavily invested, back in that time, they took a hit and they just switched over more so to the entertainment part of it, getting money off of YouTube. That's how I feel about it. There's a lot of them out there like that. They're making money off the content, not off the trading. Yeah, I said it. They're getting money off the content and not off the trading. Now there are a few out there that are really trading, and they have great content as well, and I applaud them. I do. But as you all know, the way you started off trading is not the way you are even trading right now. We evolve into the traders that we are. You become a trader. We've reached the 10 o'clock hour. And we definitely have some action happening. Take our time and see what it does, how the market responds. But again, that's me talking about the business aspect of it. I don't know him personally, but I'm just talking about from the business aspect of it, that which was made visible for us to have an opinion on it. You start off one way and you switch up. It makes me wonder, why did you switch up? If you guys don't mind hitting the like button for me one time, appreciate you. Thank you. Promise I won't ask you again. Very strong bullish move. Very strong bullish move. That could very well be a lot of people, take hits. But the thing is, there's nothing wrong with losing, but it is something wrong if you're not transparent with it. That's all. Losing is part of trading. Heck, I've lost on here with you guys plenty of times. I don't want to lose no more. But losing is good because losing teaches us how to win. I've stated before, if you want to become a better trader, study your losses. And if you don't have no big losses enough, go study some losses of some really good traders. Go study their losses. See, how did they lose it? How did they lose control? What error did they make? How could it happen to them? It's the greatest thing that you can do to advance your trading. That's the greatest thing I've done. And I'm not speaking from a guru. I'm a beginner options trader myself. I'm just committed. I'm not involved. I'm just committed. And I'm just sharing what I'm learning on the journey, completely transparent. Not charging a thing, just good vibes, a couple likes, some nice conversation. A lot of people don't understand this road that we're on right now. But as my brother reminded me, through patience and discipline, we will get there. Inshallah, God willing, we will get there. Don't take this lightly. This is a skill. To be able to pull money out of the market is a skill. It has to be respected and protected. It has to be respected as well as protected. We have our alarm set. We've reached the 10 o'clock. 30-minute candle. Let's see what she's looking like.
Bluetooth connected.
That was me opening up the laptop, my execution laptop. Just getting ready. Yep, that was my alarm alerting me that the stock is approaching my area of interest. to show you what's happening on the algo chart as well, guys, which is showing you why I have that area up there. She's right at the top of that purple algo. And I want to see her close and then break right through that purple algo. That also will put me right in that same 470 area that I want to see outside this purple algo right here. Lining up great on the chart with that 472. And then I will probably look to take that. Let me see what my plans say. Yep, to the 470. 470.9 is the next area of resistance right here. 479 and possibly 472. We will see. I'm being patient. I am being patient. Benefit of being patient, guys. Pre-market high is acting as resistance and is now acting as support. Beautiful. Whatever you want to do. Interesting. We knew that the Bulls would definitely be coming up against a fight with these Bears, as I identified that there would definitely be a fight at this level, which is why I chose this level to take the call above here and not anything below it, knowing that the Bears would have to step back in, and they have the ability to do so, which is why we look at both charts. You can still see that these earlier Bears are still in a winning position. Yes, it has come against them some, but they still have the money to average down, to put up a fight, which is why we also said that if they do not hold this position, it is at this point that they could potentially get squeezed to go higher, and we wanted to join in on that squeeze move, but that would only happen with the candle close above this area and then the next candle continuing. Now it does look like the Bulls are trying to bait the Bears, as we can identify this by these lower tails. The Bulls have been buying up all lower prices, and it definitely appears as if the Bulls are going to try to squeeze the Bears. If and when that happens, we want to be on that train ride going to the bank. But we knew that this area, there was going to be a discussion, a battle, and that is what is taking place right now. The Bears have to come back in and defend this position. If they do not, we could potentially get a pop. This is the area the Bears are in trouble at, and this is why the Bears are defending this area so hard, but the Bulls don't want to give it up. The Bulls do not want to give it up, because the Bulls know just a little bit more. And the same thing that happened to these Bears, where they got squeezed, could happen again. So exciting when you understand what's going on. Now, could the Bulls, I was about to say, could the Bulls use these Bears as liquidity? If they could have got these Bears priced above the 472, that would have been the squeeze. But we see the Bears are really coming back very aggressively. Very aggressively. Acknowledge them. Salute them. Know they are defending. I want to put a line up here. An MK line, for those of you who know. Huh? It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. And I really hope more than anything that you're understanding what's happening. My wish is that you guys understand and pick up what I'm putting down. Gaining that knowledge, gaining that insight, gaining that understanding of why this is happening. And then you're able to see it. Why sometimes we have to show the day before. So you can clearly see that from the 471 area, the bears have been in charge. Okay? That can also be verified by the weekly candle that we showed earlier. That for the week, the bears have a very commanding position on the week. So don't be fooled by the daily action. You have to weigh everything. Knowing that this is the case, these bears could allow this bullish action this morning to try to use them as liquidity to go down further, which is why we chose this 468.2 area as a safe place for a put. Knowing that if the bulls came out very aggressively and were able to establish some dominance, they would then start causing these bears to cover. We identified that area as the 470.2 area. And now we're just being patient. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. And if anybody knows that have been with me, I do not go fishing. Mashallah, I go catching. So when we're able to see what's going on, we just got to sit back and be patient, have good conversation, sip your cuppa, reestablish your alarms if you need to. But this is definitely not, in my opinion, let me say that, a safe area to take a put because of this guy right here. They have the ability to buy up all lower prices as you seen them do it one time. Let's look. How many times have they done it? They bought up lower prices to start out the gate here. The bulls have been buying up lower prices all day. It cannot be denied. But we still have to understand overall who's in trouble. This is the market tide. This is a current. But this is the tide. For now. This is an area where a life jacket has to go out. And we want to be there. Just in case. And we love what the bulls are doing. The bulls are allowing the bears to build liquidity. So we can try to get that push. Look at it. It's happening right in front of our eyes. Let me bring out something else here to help us all real quick. I want to show you what's going on here. So we can see that this is supposed to happen. Come on here, took off here, split it, backside. So this is a minor structure, a microstructure within a structure. And then so we can see what is happening microly. Just want to throw that up there just temporarily so you guys can see what is attempting to happen. what is attempting to happen. And the bears are trying to break out of this bullish structure and put all of these bulls in cover mode. That was that big candle that I showed you. They're trying to put some pressure on them, but it won't happen until they break back over this 469.3 support area, which is also at the same area that they will break right outside of that algo. So that's what the bears' plans are. The bulls' plans is to squeeze every last one of the bears that are attempting that. Just wanted to put that up there just so you guys can have a little bit more perspective. And you see why I have not said anything about a put in this area. You have not heard me say anything about a put. And this is why. There are the bears, guys. They're the bulls, guys. There are your bulls. Hiding under the skies of red candles. Hiding under the skies of these lines. Hiding in these tails. These are your bulls. With a very devious plan they have, these guys. A very devious plan. If it works, we'll join them. Their plan is to get these guys in trouble. Where you at? Come on. They want to put this guy in trouble. They want to put the heat on this guy. They want to put the heat on this candle and force cover. Now, if you just look left, you can see that that's enough explanation for right now. Let's just wait and see what happens. But this is what's happening. This will also explain why, if the bears are successful getting the price in this area, you'll see a drop. Just gotta be patient. See what happens. If the bears are able to successfully close a candle with the price trading below the 469.2, that will force all of these recent bulls cover. We are now on the 1030 candle. We are on the 1030 candle. I also want to show you the guys. I also want to show you this. This is my Heikin-Ashi. You can see that same line that I drew based off of the line chart. Okay, the small channel that I drew off the line chart, how it actually lines up with the candles, with the Heikin-Ashi candles. Mm.
Chewie, is that you?
Mm. Putting my gun up.
Bluetooth disconnected.
How is everyone doing today? Y'all been a little quiet. How's everyone doing? Is everybody all right? Dr. J says she is awesome. It's great to hear. Guys, I want to ask you to keep Dr. J's father in your prayers. She sent me a message letting me know her father was in the hospital. So we just want to share some love to Dr. J. Brian says he's just waiting, you and me both, buddy. That is the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Not being excited, not being moved by our emotions, having a clear plan, and then having the discipline, Brian, to execute that plan only if and when it presents itself. Thank you guys for sending love to Dr. J.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh, guys, I'm about to step away for a quick second. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Bluetooth disconnected.
I've been shaking my leg here for the past 5-10 minutes, thinking this train was getting ready to come, but it's not happening. I'll be right back. Exciting times. Exciting times. We knew there was going to be a battle right here. Exciting time.
Bluetooth connected.
Again, remaining patient, allowing the trade to come to us. Allowing the market to do what it does. We've already explained in detail and highlighted why this area is going to be an area of contingency, going to be an area of discussion, going to be an area of fight, going to be an area of resistance. Called out this position for potential trade over an hour ago. Yes, I can. Give me 1 second and I will explain it again. Right now, what we want to see is the candle close above this area, and then we want to get in on the continuation candle. And then I will definitely explain that again. But the last time I was trying to explain and the trade happened, and I got so caught up in the explanation, I missed the trade. So I want to wait and see if we have a trade here, and then I will go back into the explanation. And thank you for your patience. Okay, we have a little less than 45 seconds left on this candle. Still want to close. Don't be fooled just yet. Don't be fooled just yet. There's the close. That is why we wait. That is why we wait, guys. That's why we wait for confirmation. We're never the first person out of the plane. We're never the third person out of the plane. We knew that there was going to be a line of defense right here. This is where we wanted to get in for a call. So of course, the bears have to defend this area. But it's not over just yet. There's a lot of time left on this candle. A lot of time left. Yep. I just don't. Interesting. The bears are really defending this line. Again, it is this candle right here to the left for a little bit of explanation. These are the bears from yesterday that are defending this line. These are the bears from yesterday that will get squeezed if they don't defend this line. They would have to cover. Bear covering is buying that will cause the stock price to rise. The bears are in control because this is the first week since October that we have a red week on the weekly chart. However, the bulls are pressing. The bulls are trying to squeeze the bears and buy up lower, very attractive prices, which is what they're attempting to do. We identified an area where the bears would be in trouble, which is here, and where the bulls would be in trouble, which is down here at the 468.1. We identified the 472, and the price trading above that would cause these bears that I have highlighted here to cover their position, and that would take the price higher. So it is at this area that a defense has been put up, and that's why I highlighted it right here as an intraday area of supply, which is why, if you've noticed, that the stock is having a hard time getting away from this rectangle that I've drawn here as a magnet. This is the area of defense that the bears are putting in the sand. Now, the beautiful thing about this is, as I've explained earlier, if the bears are able to get the price trading below this 469.4, we will see a drop, because all of these bulls will have to cover. The bulls that I highlighted with the bottom wicks, these hidden bulls, will have to cover. Go ahead and highlight it again for you. These are bulls hiding in bear skin. These are hidden bulls hiding in bear skin. What these bulls want to do is get the price up over this 472 area. That would then cause yesterday's bears, who are still in profit, to begin to cover their position. But because they're in so much profit, they can actually afford to average down. So this move that they allowed to happen could also be a trick by the bears to use these bulls as liquidity to push the price lower. Now, if that was going to happen, we identified a very safe area of the 468.1 to be a safe area to take a put, as the bulls would be getting squeezed. And we also identified the 470.2 as a safe area to take a call, as the bears will be getting squeezed at this area. And right now, what is happening is a tug of war, a fight for this area, a fight for this position. And that is what's happening. And what we are attempting to do is join Okay. The bull join the bears when they cover and become a bull and take a call. Bear covering has to buy, which caused the price to go up. So if they do that, we want to jump on that back and ride it as it goes up. Same thing down here. Bull covering causes the price to drop because when bulls cover, they have to sell, cause the market price to go lower. And then at that time, we would jump on the back of the bears and take the price lower as well. Right now, we have a patience game going on, but the bulls are still in the building, hiding in bear skin. Which is why you have not heard me talk about taking a put whatsoever in this area at all. The only thing is us being patient and taking the call because the bears can still squeeze these bulls. So the safe place to be is on the sidelines. In fact, I want to move my entry up just a little bit more because she came to my entry, stuck her toe in the house, but she didn't come in and close the door. She just opened it and went right back out. So for me to be safer, I want to move my entry just a little bit higher than that. Just a little higher than that. So now my call entry is going to be 470.25 area, not exactly. And I want to stress that this is not a performance skill where it's down to the cents. We deal with areas. There's an area of entry, an area of stop, and an area of profit take. So I don't want you guys to get confused when I call out the numbers as this is the exact number exactly. No, I'm saying above that number, the following area. Now, as I stated before, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the close above this area of resistance, otherwise known as intraday supply. And then I wanted to see a continuation candle. We got the close, but alhamdulillah, we were able to be patient and not just jump in because we've waited all morning for it. We needed to see that continuation candle in order to execute. That's part of the criteria. We did not see a continuation candle. Therefore, we did not pull the trigger. It could have very easily been suckered in if we just would have got in when price was trading at that. No. We wait for the candle to close. That's how we avoid getting tricked. That's how we avoid losing money. Alhamdulillah, we've won every day so far this year. And patience has gotten us there. And we will continue to be patient. And here's the beautiful thing. We don't have to trade. Let me say that as I approach
Bluetooth disconnected.
the last few seconds of the 11 o'clock hour of the morning show. Guys, our objective is to trade well, not to trade often. To take this to the level that we want to be, we have to understand there are a certain level of discipline that has to be met, criteria that has to be met, setups that have to be met. Anything outside of that is acting irrational and we won't last. So therefore, when we act upon our discipline, we have to know and understand that means that every day will not be a trading day. Every day our trade, we execute. I just lost my OBS connection. If the opportunity comes, we execute. If it doesn't come, then we are patient. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is Abdul Shabazz for some real change stock options journey. Thank you for being here with us. And we look forward to you joining us tomorrow morning, inshallah, at 9:25 on this same channel. I look forward to seeing if anyone did take the trade, if it becomes available. Again, keep that in mind. The safe area for the call is going to be the 470.25. We want to take that all the way up to the 471, which is the next resistance level. And if perchance the Bears do beat down the Bulls, the safe call, the safe money is below the 468. This is Abdul Shabazz. Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate you. Do you trade 0DTE? Yes. Yes, I do trade 0DTE. And thank you for liking this channel. It is fun for me as well to be here, as well it is fun for all of us, especially when we make money. Now, just as I'm getting ready to get off of the live,
Bluetooth connected.
it seems that the stock is trying to approach our area, yet once again, might be causing me to stay on for an extra 3 minutes. But I want to exercise the discipline of the morning show. I appreciate your attention for a whole hour and a half. So I will not go beyond
Bluetooth
that.
disconnected.
But I will do a recap and post it this evening where the trades were. This is Abdul Shabazz for some real change stock options trading journey. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Have a great day.